We sippin' slow, post some more. Yeah, we just sippin' slow. Lean, crush.
Thank you for sipping it slow. If you're new here, thank you so much for coming through here, my old crew. I love y'all. Keep watching my longer videos. That is getting me monetized closer and closer. But let's drop the bomb on the topic of the day, okay? Why some women, or all women, think every man is controlled by sex. That's why we dress in half naked. And I'm not talking about the women that's covered. I'm talking about the women that every time they get hurt by a man, they take off more layers. They show more naked pics. They show their body just to get attention so they can make themselves feel good and hopefully make that man pay attention to them because they get all these likes because of their body. Okay? But if sex really controlled a man, why are there still so few good ones left or at all? Okay? Why do most men only love women through the lens of lust or obligation? If sex was the key, then every woman showing skin would be kept, covered, and claimed. But she's not, because you can't control a man with that. Okay? You can't control him. You can give a man a threesome and he'll still cheat on you. Not because he needs more bodies, but because he's chasing something he can't find in anyone else. Even if he has everything he asks for, he will step out because lust is a wildfire. You can't contain it, you can't control it, it's unpredictable, and it's never truly satisfied. Okay? So, women, where you controlling it at? I just want to know where you controlling that. The more layers you taking off, you still not controlling nothing. So let me be clear. Sex doesn't bind a man. Discipline does. Respect does. And his character does. Even the strongest temptations can't sway a man who's been built with principles, not impulse. Think of it like a tree. The root is discipline. The trunk is respect, and the branches are the choices. A tree can't be held upright by flowers alone, by branches alone. It has to grow from within. That's how men work. If we as women want better quality men outside, we have to start being better mothers on the inside. Amen. All right. Y'all might be mad at me. I don't care. But it is true because I raised men and they good men. So I know this is true. Put that same energy you used to get dressed and dialed up for a man you might never catch and use it on your son. Show him how a woman should dress, how a woman carries herself, how she respects herself and others. Cover it up. Not for shame, but to teach him to respect women naturally. Because when he moves out, he'll want a woman who embodies self respect and wholesomeness, not just curves. He wants something in the image of his mother and what he saw at home. You got to teach him early, ladies. Teach him young. Don't wait until he's grown to explain these things. By then, the habits are formed. Monitor his surroundings. Watch what he watches. The internet is full of illusions and traps, and if left unchecked, it can warp a boy's understanding of women, sex, and relationships. Okay, you can't let him be in that room all day watching that porn, watching bodies and girls, and he has to get it off right away every second. He gonna do that naturally in the world when he has to face it. He's gonna always see women and have these urges, and he's gonna do what he does in his room all day because he can't face beautiful women. Make sure he knows what real strength looks like. Discipline, not domination. Respect, not entitlement. Remind him daily, a man who can't control himself is a man who will control nothing else. Okay? If you can't control yourself, you can't control nothing else. Teach him to master the small things, his room, his body, his time, so he can master the bigger things later. And hygiene matters too. Because a boy who doesn't learn to care for his body is a man who won't care for a woman. He can't care for a woman if he can't care for himself. And you know what they always say? Cleanliness is next to godliness. Y'all should have said that with me, all right? For the body and the mind teach him to bathe, to dress well, to take care of his health and his space, which is his room and the house. Because a lot of them just have their chores in their room. You need to take out the trash. You can clean up some dishes too. What if you don't have no woman? Wipe the counter down. You want him not to be used to filth. Okay? These small lessons are the blueprint for the man he'll become. Don't coddle him. Don't fix him. Don't fix his mistakes, for him. Don't pay for his selfish desires or clean up after him while he sits idle. Every boy needs to learn that effort is required. Responsibility is not optional. If you shield him from struggle, he will never build strength. And strength is what keeps a man faithful, focused, and honorable. You can't have no weak man that can't stand no pressure, no discipline, no nothing, because he didn't have it at home. He gonna act out when he has it at home when he get married or he get a woman, because you shielded him and you coddled him and you made him like the little baby. And now he ain't no good to you or another woman. And that's why all these reckless men is out here in this world. Let him be around women, but teach him to observe, not objectify. And that means don't make him look at women for their shapes and their body, but as they nicest and sweetness and softness and how they treat people, how good of a person that woman is. Teach him to compliment without chasing. You beautiful woman, and keep it moving. Don't let him sit in that stare. When you see your son staring too hard and he just chasing with his eyes and he can't stop staring, you tell him, watch your face, watch your actions. It's all over you. I'm going to show you how to do it, baby, to get respect from women. You say, hey, you're a nice looking woman, instead of just staring. You ain't saying nothing. You just staring. And some of them will say, hey, you got a big, but that's a bad habit. You got to break him now, because if he's a pervert now, you could just imagine how bad he will be when he get older. And that's what we're dealing with today. The mothers are not teaching the sons. Okay? Teach him to admire without possession. If he grows up respecting women in every context, he will naturally treat one woman as sacred when the time comes. Okay, he'll naturally treat her good. We want better men, but too many women are raising boys who only know how to take. We're building charmers instead of leaders, flirts instead of fathers, consumers instead of protectors. We're raising sons and boys instead of little men to be men. And then we cry about the lack of good men out here, not realizing we raised them to be exactly that, lacking. We raised them all. You have to set boundaries, not just with him, but in your household. Don't let him see laziness rewarded. Don't let him see disrespect tolerated. Don't let him grow up thinking the world owes him because you worked while he sat down. Teach him that honor and integrity are earned, not inherited. Every weak man out here started somewhere, and most of them started with their mothers who did too much and taught too little. Okay, they did too much for them and taught too little, y'all. Y'all got to stop doing this. Y'all probably gonna be mad at me, women. The ones that is doing this, the ones that know they did good with their son and their sons is kings, they ain't gonna flinch. They gonna love this message, okay? So you need, and I'm not trying to talk about you. I'm just trying to help you and protect you and make these men better men. We need to change the cycle. If your son grows up disciplined, respectful, and grounded, you'll change the world one man at a time. Because every man who respects women and walks with integrity started as a boy who learned what respects look like from his mother. And don't get it twisted. Sex will always tempt him. Curves, attention, and desires are constant in this world. But a man built with character doesn't chase every curve he sees. Okay? He values connection, loyalty, and principle over temporary satisfaction. So, women, haha, I hope y'all listening. Don't turn it off. Listen now. Stop thinking your body can hold a man's attention or your flirtation can control him. It can't. Stop using what you have as a tool for control. Y'all men don't understand that women revert to sexual content for control. Every time you in a setting with women, they're gonna bring it up. Your sisters, your mama let your sisters do it. The girls, they friends, they're gonna always do some dancing, twerking, something that causes you to pay attention to them and them to have you under control. Y'all gotta watch this. Use your wisdom, your example, and your influence to build your son right from the start. Raise boys who see women as partners, not trophies. Raise boys who know responsibility is real and honor is earned. Y'all got to stop having these little slutty friends around your son, because most of the time the women be raping these little boys, and then you don't want no woman around your son that ain't right. And you can't be like, oh, you go to bed, because we always as kids heard everything in the other room anyway. So you got to change your mindset as well. Raise boys who will carry themselves with discipline so that when they step into a relationship, they have something stable to give. We want better men, but it starts with the mothers. It always starts there. Always. Stop blaming men for being weak, lazy, or unfaithful. Check yourself first. What did you teach the boy who became him? Every broken man started as someone's child. Every man capable of greatness was built in the home first, in a woman's home first. Even if there was a man around, the woman is the first teacher. Even in the womb, the baby is not even out. If you arguing all the time, tension, that baby will have that tension on him when he comes out the womb. If you want better men, start raising them properly. Teach them boundaries, discipline, respect, and self control. Teach them to value women, to value themselves, and to lead with integrity. Because sex doesn't control a man. Curves don't control a man. Temptation does not control a man. What shapes him is what he's built with: discipline, respect, character, and self mastery. Self mastery should have been first, okay? And even if you never get the chance to date a great man because another mother did not do her job, you still have the power to raise one. A son who will carry discipline, loyalty, and honor. A man who will challenge the world, the culture, and prove that the world can produce men who do better. This isn't just about you, it's about what comes next. It's about changing what it means to be a black man in this world. Changing how women are treated and changing the very fabric of the relationship in your community. So rise to the responsibility, ladies. Teach the lessons. Set the examples. Guide him through the hard days and the easy ones too. Because the world may fail you, but you can raise a man who will not fail it. And when he steps up and steps into the life he was raised to live, he won't just be your son, he'll be the proof that women can build men worth following, men who honor what they touch, and men who carry more than just desire. They carry purpose, principle, and power. Okay? Amen. Y'all, it starts with us women first. And motherhood is the hardest hood. Okay, I heard this on Bold Ass Mom's channel. Motherhood is the hardest hood. I don't care what hood you in. Motherhood is the hardest hood. Okay, but we are the fruit. We are the one that bears the fruit rather, and we the tree. We the roots. Okay. So we everything to these boys, and we have to make sure we are making men. So with the real women, y'all stand up. Stand up. And if you are a woman that has raised a powerful, very good son, put amen in the chat, okay? And if you not, you can put I'm working on it in the chat. And if you need somebody to talk to, leave a comment and I'll get your information and I'll talk to you. Because we got to stop thinking that men are controlled by sex, and we're having so many women raising men, little men by themselves, raising the kid by themselves. We more uncovered than we ever been, and these men are way more out of control than they ever been, because y'all done start the wildfire of lust, and it's destructive. Okay, I think that was a rhyme. So that's my rhyme for the day. I love you all. I appreciate you all. And make sure you're sipping it slow. Amen.
I'm sipping